break it down. Let's go straight. Give me back all the love spent. Talking to myself was for nothing. I wanna stop it, stop it, wanna stop me too. No one can take me back to keep where I wasted. Right on my face, I feel the fans if they take me again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ECW. We are hot off the heels of Guilty as Charged, where we crowned a new ECW World Heavyweight Champion. And that is more to come, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight you will see Heavy Machinery taking on Moustache Mountain. And they have a lot in store for us, ladies and gentlemen. But our main event, Shirai will go one-on-one with the newly signed Toni Storm in the main event here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking off this show with the new ECW World Champion, Apollo Crews. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the first ECW World Champion in nearly 10 years. Apollo Crews was able to knock off Sami Zayn last night, or 2 nights ago rather, to win the ECW Championship. And even though it may not have been under his favorite circumstances, as the newly signed ECW superstar Walter was able to show up and attack Sami Zayn. Apollo Crews was able to pick up the victory and ultimately win the World Championship. Apollo Crews holds that championship proud over his shoulder, and he should be. He should be proud to be the ECW World Champion, representing ECW as a whole. He is set here to give word and thank everybody that never doubted him. He went from the United States Champion to the ECW World Champion, and now Apollo Crews is grateful and he is proud to be the champion. That is the king of ECW, Apollo Crews. And let's hand it over. Let's just give it over to him. I mean, you can just hear this crowd. They are on their feet for the king of ECW, Apollo Crews. And let's just hear what he's got to say. Whoa! Wait a minute. I've heard this music, but it can't be. It's... Holy shit! The Shaman of Sexy, John Morrison! What in the hell is John Morrison doing here? This is Apollo Crews' moment. This is his moment to shine. To be ECW champion, and the Shaman of Sexy is here. Well, John Morrison challenging Apollo Crews for the ECW championship. Oh! What the hell? Morrison attacking Apollo Crews. What the hell? Wait a minute. John Morrison. What the? Oh! Huge Hurricane Rana to Apollo Crews. I mean, John Morrison, who expected him to be here? I mean, Apollo Crews, this was his moment to be the WWE ECW champion. And John Morrison just delivered the Starship Pain to a... Oh, come on. Oh. Well, John Morrison has made his name known. He's back on ECW and is a part of the ECW roster. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, later tonight you're going to see them in the main event. Io Shirai is going to be taking on Toni Storm in the first match televised in the new remade ECW women's roster. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on to some tag team action as Heavy Machinery is going to be taking on Moustache Mountain. I mean, if you saw Guilty as Charged, ladies and gentlemen, we crowned new ECW World Tag Team Champions as the Lucha Mafia defeated Jack Maverick and Jeff Hardy after Jeff Hardy pretty much turned on Jack Maverick and basically took him away from the opportunity of being champion. Hopefully we get some answers for that, as Jeff Hardy isn't even... Whoa, what the hell? That's Eric Young! Oh! Youngblood, the Trent 7. What the hell? It's Eric Young, a part of the Guild. And there's Titus O'Neil. He's got Tyler Bate. And, oh! Clash of the Titus to Tyler Bate. The Guild just attacked Moustache Mountain. And whoa. Wait a minute. What the hell? Titus O'Neil and Eric Young. What? Who the hell are these guys? Wait a minute. I know that. I think that's Sheamus. And I think that's Luke Harper. What? Oh, okay. I'm getting word in my headset that man on the right is Sheamus, but the man on the left is known as Mr. Brody Lee. I mean, Mr. Brody Lee, Luke Harper, whoever the hell he is, I think he may have been the man speaking to Eric Rowan last week. I mean Luke, or Brody Lee rather, Sheamus and Brody Lee, I guess they're a part of the Guild. I think Brody Lee may have been the man to talk to Eric Rowan last week and basically say to join. He basically told him to join the Guild, whatever the hell the Guild was. But then we saw Titus O'Neil and Eric Young decimate the local competition that was in the ring last week. But now we see Sheamus and Brody Lee also a part of the Guild. I mean, from what I've been told, the Guild doesn't really have any kind of set... They don't have any kind of set members. They just kind of see who's worthy, and that's it. And here we go. Tucker. Look at this now. Tucker just immediately taking Sheamus down in the middle of the ring. I mean, I was not even expecting that, as now Tucker... Oh! Tucker drops Sheamus with a huge drop kick. I mean, these guys were supposed to be going one-on-one with the local competition last week, but Eric Young and Titus O'Neil, I believe they took them out. I mean, I cannot believe that this random, this group of brutal, I can't even think of the word, brutal savages, they just showed up here on ECW, and they just started kicking ass and taking names, and now they're just basically taking over the tag team division. I mean, if I were the Lucha Mafia, I'd definitely look out. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on the bad side of the Guild. And look at this now. What the hell is this? Oh, Sheamus with an Irish Curse backbreaker. And Brody Lee with a huge knee directly to the nose. Shoulders are down. Brody Lee could have been put away there. But now Tucker gets back up on his feet. Brody Lee gets right back up to his feet. And now Tucker, he's just taking all of the punishment that Brody Lee is giving him. As now Brody Lee, look at that, just looking into the face of Tucker. Otis is just looking on the outside. He's hoping to get a tag in so that he's able to give the Guild a taste of their own medicine. As Brody Lee drops him with a back suplex. And wait a minute, now here comes the working man Otis. Here comes Otis. Oh! Huge running drop kick, knocking Brody Lee off of his game. I mean, Heavy Machinery, both of these guys, known for their tag team offense. Oh! Otis just splashing Brody Lee into the corner, and he's got the Guild running on their feet. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, as been announced, the next time you see ECW exclusively on pay-per-view will be Living Dangerously, and that will take place after the Royal Rumble. And wait a minute now, look at that! Oh, look at that! Just such a nonchalant move. Otis tried to go for a diving shoulder tackle, but Brody Lee just slightly sidesteps and just allows Otis to crash and burn. I mean, this isn't like, oh wait a minute, this isn't how Luke Harper used to be. Luke Harper was all about like hard-hitting styles and just being fast-paced and brutal as much as you could. But Brody Lee is just almost like suave, just thinks a lot more outside the box instead of just immediately thinking to attack. And look at this now, Otis lifts up the big man Brody Lee and drops him with a huge suplex. I mean now, Otis tried to go for a big body slam, but Brody Lee comes in with a super kick. And look at this, he's trying to knock down Otis, but he's not doing it, and tosses Otis right over his head. Huge belly-to-belly suplex. I mean, Brody Lee, and you can just see that Brody Lee is getting right back into this match. Sheamus on the outside. I mean, Brody Lee has stated, or not Brody Lee, rather, Titus O'Neil has stated that we have a lot more in store, and whatever the hell that means. They have a lot more people in store for the Guild, and I mean, oh no, oh look at this now, Sheamus just firing away with those right hands. I mean, so far we can confirm that there are 4 members of the Guild: Sheamus, Brody Lee, with Brody Lee being the leader, Eric Young, and Titus O'Neil. And I mean, these guys have just taken over ECW. They've basically just showed up and just said, hey, this is ours now. You can't say anything about it. I mean, it's almost scary the way that they were just able to just show up on our show and just take it over. I mean, and look at this now, Otis lifting up Sheamus right up to his feet. And oh, Otis right into the corner. Oh, splashing Sheamus. Wait a minute, we know what comes next. Otis, look at this. He's gonna go. He's got the worm, and that fires into the caterpillar. But I think Brody Lee may have kicked Otis right in the chest as he was delivering the caterpillar. So Otis definitely took a big shot from Brody Lee there. And look at this now, Tucker. He's trying to get his tag, and Tucker is able to get the tag. He tried to go after Brody Lee, but Sheamus just laying in a pile on the ground. Let's look at this now. Whoa! Tucker's just swinging Sheamus around. Just swinging him around and just throwing him right down. And I can't even imagine how much punishment they both got to be taking here. As Tucker with another huge splash into the corner. And now look at this. Tucker's just looking Sheamus right in the eye. Tucker lifts up Sheamus and just takes him right down. Good Lord. Tucker, look at this now, into the pinfall. He could have it here, but no. Good Lord. I mean, like I said, I can't even imagine just the punishment that both of these teams are taking. And look at this now. Tucker throwing Sheamus right into the corner. Tucker now looking Sheamus in the eyes, but Sheamus throws him over with a fireman's carry. And Sheamus now, what does he have in mind here? Sheamus drops Tucker with an Irish curse. Now, wait a minute, I don't think he's done. Oh, and another one. And Sheamus now, oh, God. More and more punishment. You can just see, and look at this now. Sheamus just getting in the face of Otis. Not even doing anything, just taking all of the punishment. And there's the tag into Luke Harper. Uh-oh, not again. We saw that we saw them do this before. Oh. And now look at this. Sheamus just delivering those or Brody Lee rather, just delivering those strikes delivered to the head. And look at that now. Brody Lee saying he's finished. And and look at this now, into the corner. And look at this. Here comes Big Man Otis. Here comes the Big Man Otis. Oh, tried to go for a clothesline. But, and Brody Lee just got caught in the face with a right hand. But, Otis, he got his leg caught. He got his leg caught and caught with a super kick. And Brody Lee just splashes Tucker into the corner. And now Heavy Machinery are both down. And now, what the hell does Brody Lee have in mind here? There's the tag. And wait a minute, what is this? Oh, whoa, look at that. Back suplex powerbomb combo. Beautifully delivered. Tucker has no idea what's going on. And the Guild have picked up the win. God. Brody Lee and Sheamus of the Guild. Both of these guys, they just knocked off one of the biggest teams in ECW. And they are making their name known for the Guild. Titus O'Neil and Eric Young taking out Moustache Mountain. I mean, both of these guys. And like I said before, Titus O'Neil has said that our crew is super expendable. Whoever wants to join is going to have to prove it. And wait a minute, there's Jack Maverick. Well, the young upstart Jack Maverick getting some advice from the general manager Paul Heyman. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on to some more action as Mojo Rawley is going to be taking on Shane Thorne. And, I mean, since Living Dangerously is 2 months away, like Paul Heyman said, any man can prove that they can be in the running for the next ECW World Championship shot. But also, you cannot forget ECW is going to be represented in the Royal Rumble. And those superstars are going to be selected at random. So we have no clue who is going to be in the Royal Rumble besides a couple of people. As Finn Balor has previously stated that he will be in the Royal Rumble. I mean, that's pretty much the only person besides Keith Lee also who's confirmed himself for the Royal Rumble. I mean, Mojo Rawley, he could be entering. Shane Thorne could be entering. We never really know who's going to be in the Royal Rumble and who's going to be walking out as the... I mean, imagine Shane Thorne or Mojo Rawley walking out of the Royal Rumble as the Royal Rumble winner, and they'll be able to challenge for any championship that they want. I mean, it's one of the biggest opportunities that any wrestler can have. And Shane Thorne and Mojo Rawley, both of these guys are huge upstarts. Are both upstarts that any man can look up to. And here we go, Mojo Rawley. Here we go, Mojo Rawley in the top left, Shane Thorne in the bottom right. And here we go, Mojo Rawley already getting in the face of Shane Thorne. And look at that, Shane Thorne just follows back with a war of words as Shane Thorne rolls up Mojo Rawley back up here. And Shane Thorne not able to put away Mojo Rawley that quick. And there you go, you can just see the arrogance of Shane Thorne. But Mojo Rawley comes in hard and just immediately sweeps out Shane Thorne's legs from under him. And now he's, now he's just attacking the legs of Shane Thorne. Oh, not again. Oh, drops it on that left knee of Shane Thorne. And Mojo's just laying waste. I mean, Mojo made his way on SmackDown, had a United States Championship shot back at Clash of Champions. And so, oh, man. Inverted Frankensteiner from Shane Thorne, knocking Mojo Rawley right on his head. And a huge Hurricane Rana throwing Mojo Rawley halfway across the ring. See, Shane Thorne and Mojo Rawley are two men that you never want to count out. Both of these guys are, oh, Jesus. Shane Thorne tried to go for, looked like a flying clothesline. Mojo got his knees up, and Shane Thorne just went side first into both of those knees of Mojo Rawley. Oh, man, he comes in with a huge elbow directly to the face. And now Mojo Rawley, look at this. He's got Shane Thorne. What is he doing now? Oh, tried to throw a clothesline. Shane Thorne comes in with a front drop kick. Beautifully delivered. And look at that now. Shane Thorne just getting in the head of Mojo. As here we go. Oh, look at that. Shane Thorne just knocks Mojo Rawley off of the thing. Oh, Jesus. I think Mojo Rawley may have maneuvered Shane Thorne's body, and Shane just landed straight on his head from the top of the ring to the outside. And no. Oh, Mojo Rawley just throws him right into the corner once again, into the barricade. Oh, and face first goes Shane Thorne. And look at that, Mojo Rawley says it's time to go. As now, Mojo Rawley with a, Mojo tried to go for a kick to the gut. Shane Thorne counters, and Mojo, look at this, lifts up Shane, drops him with a full Nelson on the outside. Mojo Rawley and Shane Thorne, both these guys are fighting on the outside. Need to make sure that they're not going to be counted out by the referee. But here comes Shane Thorne throwing Mojo Rawley back into the ring as Thorne scales the top rope. And he's got Mojo Rawley. Oh, wait. Mojo Rawley's getting up to his feet. Shane Thorne's going to capitalize as Shane Thorne, look at this, huge drop kick from the top rope. May have knocked Mojo Rawley's lights out clean. As now Shane Thorne looking down at Mojo Rawley, and Shane's preparing for something big. As Mojo Rawley just draped up on those ropes. Oh! And Mojo just gets sent to the outside. As Shane Thorne looks for something big, and then to the Spaceman plancha to the outside. And Shane Thorne just takes out Mojo Rawley. And now Shane Thorne, he's going to capitalize as he throws Mojo Rawley back into the ring. Shane Thorne, he's got something big in mind here. As Shane, look at this, takes Mojo Rawley. He's got something big in mind. Might be going for a Falcon Arrow. But Mojo Rawley gets the knees down. And look at this. Oh, wait, what does Mojo have in mind? Look at that. Mojo drops Shane Thorne with the Gourd Buster. Good Lord, both these men going back and forth. They're not going to allow defeat here tonight. As look at this now, Mojo Rawley, he's going to fly. Boom! Huge running haymaker into the corner. Huge running haymaker into the corner. And wait a minute now, Mojo, huge full Nelson slam. Delivered to Shane Thorne. As Mojo Rawley now taking the offense. Shane Thorne, he's, whoa, he caught the leg. And look at this now, throws him over his shoulder with an arm drag. Shane Thorne, look at this, he's got Mojo Rawley trying to get back up to his senses. As now Shane Thorne, look at this, punches Mojo Rawley right in the head. Oh, no. Back suplex onto the side of the ring. The hardest part of the ring, and Mojo just went back first into it. As look at this now, Mojo taking control, throws Shane Thorne right into the barricade. And wait a minute now, throws him against the apron. As Mojo Rawley now is just taking control of Shane Thorne, using his environment to his advantage. And wait a minute now, what does Mojo have in mind here? Oh, no. Oh! Power slam into the barricade. Shane Thorne just tasted all of that. And the referee now at a count of 5 here, as Mojo Rawley now is trying to think of a way to put away Shane Thorne. Oh, wait a minute. Mojo Rawley, hyperdrive. Mojo Rawley with the hyperdrive just took down Shane Thorne. And wait a minute now, Mojo Rawley gets back into the ring. As now Mojo is just celebrating. I think he's going to allow the count-out victory. I mean, the referee's at a count of 9 here, and Mojo Rawley prematurely celebrating. And Mojo Rawley has picked up the win against Shane Thorne. He will win by count-out. Well, this may not have been the way that I would want this match to end. It has been set in stone. Mojo Rawley picks up the win against Shane Thorne via countout, and Mojo Rawley secures his name as a top contender here on ECW. As Shane Thorne tries to struggle to get back up to his feet, we wonder what is next. There's Eric Rowan. Well, straightforward, Eric Rowan said, "I'll see you boys next week," as Eric Rowan is going to be taking on Sheamus as a part of the Guild. And Eric Rowan was told by Brody Lee that he's supposed to be either join the Guild or get attacked. And there's Bo Dallas. Well, Killian Dane and Bo Dallas had one hell of a match at Guilty as Charged. Killian Dane was able to retain his ECW Television Championship, and Bo Dallas offering a show of respect, but Killian Dane basically saying, "You were just a stepping stone in the hall of pain that I'm about to inflict." And we're going to be moving on to some more action as Alexander Wolfe is going to be taking on Johnny Curtis. Johnny Curtis was one of the superstars that we've been looking at as of late. Picked up a huge victory against Big E Langston last week with some help from Chad Gable. And Chad Gable and Big E still recovering from their hellacious tables match at Guilty as Charged. We'll have more word on those two when word comes to mind. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, Curtis and Wolfe are about to go one-on-one. Johnny Curtis, he's been making his way as a ECW superstar. Used to be Tyler Breeze's former stylist, but Johnny Curtis was then drafted by himself to ECW, and Johnny Curtis has been racking up I wouldn't say he's been racking up a ton of victories, but he picked up a victory against Big E Langston last week and suffered a loss at the hands of Jack Maverick 3 weeks ago. But here we go, Johnny Curtis and Alexander Wolfe about to go one-on-one. And here we go, Alexander Wolfe and Johnny Curtis immediately going to get into a collar and elbow tie-up here. And like I said, both of these men, as Living Dangerously is, 2 weeks or 2 months away, rather, that you got to think, there's got to be some people who are lining up to be the next person in line for the ECW Championship, the Tag Champions Television Championship, whatever the hell that they can think of. There's got to be a line that's being set up for the champions, and especially these two guys who never really got the chance to shine yet. They're trying to prove themselves, especially Alexander Wolfe, former part of Sanity with Baron Corbin and Eric Young, but now Baron Corbin's on Monday Night Raw. Eric Young, a part of the Guild, and Alexander Wolfe just trying to do his own thing now. But Alexander Wolfe just took a snap suplex from Johnny Curtis, and now Johnny Curtis immediately coming at the gate as Johnny Curtis, look at this, throwing Alexander Wolfe into the corner. Huge flying forearm into the corner. Johnny Curtis is taking advantage. Look at this, Johnny Curtis powers him over with a Northern Lights suplex. Johnny Curtis just has named himself the pretty boy of ECW. He's, always walks out with that designer jacket and the designer glasses, and, wants to show everybody that I can inflict as much pain as I can on my opponent and still look good doing it at the same time. But here we go now. Whoa, Alexander Wolfe. Whoa, tried to go for something there. Johnny Curtis too quick on the draw, and look at that now. Johnny Curtis throwing Alexander Wolfe, and look at this now. Alexander throws a clothesline, ducks under. Curtis follows through, turns Alexander Wolfe inside out with that clothesline. And now Johnny Curtis. Johnny Curtis snap suplex delivered. And Alexander Wolfe now, he's on his. Alexander Wolfe just got taken down, and once again with the Northern Lights suplex. Johnny Curtis is just going at it. And we should also mention he's been
going at a lot of our ECW live events, been experimenting with a lot of different moves to put away his opponent. We saw him use the Johnny Judgment Slam, and then we also saw him use the modified K2. He calls it the JC3. But, oh, wait a minute now. Alexander Wolfe catches Curtis and throws him over for a half-and-half suplex. And then he also has he calls it the Final Tango, modified version of the Last Dance. And look at this now. Oh! Alexander Wolfe right into the corner with an uppercut. And we saw him take out Big E with that modified K2 a couple of weeks ago, and then use the Final Tango to finally put away Big E. So he's been kind of experimenting as a superstar himself. And what the hell is this now? Johnny Curtis perching Alexander Wolfe on top rope. Oh! Drops him from the top rope with a DDT. And now where's Johnny Curtis going? And look at this now. Johnny Curtis telling Alexander Wolfe to get up to his feet. What does he have in mind here? Johnny Curtis! Huge missile drop kick, knocking Alexander Wolfe down. And now Johnny Curtis into the pinfall. Alexander Wolfe could be put away, but Alexander Wolfe pushes Curtis right off top of him. And there's a kick to the back. Alexander Wolfe moves out of the way and just chops out the legs from under Johnny Curtis. And he drops that elbow right on the chest of Curtis. As now, look at this, Alexander Wolfe going for a German suplex. But no, Johnny Curtis throws an elbow, and now he's in control. Johnny Curtis in control, throws him off. And wait a minute now. Uh-oh, we see this. Johnny Judgment. The Johnny Judgment Slam. And look at this now. Shoulders are down. Curtis gets the win. Johnny Curtis picks up the win. And Alexander Wolfe has been left in the dirt. Johnny Curtis celebrating, as you can see the crowd celebrating along with him, dancing, is formerly known as the Fandango, but now Johnny Curtis just kind of embraces it, I guess. It's a blast from his past, but he still wants to celebrate being that superstar. So now Johnny Curtis celebrating in the middle of the ring. Johnny Curtis, whoa, that's Sami Zayn. It's Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is pissed. Sami Zayn obviously not happy that Walter attacked him at Guilty as Charged and cost him the ECW World Championship. But now he's looking for Walter, and he better watch out. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving on to the final match of the evening, the main event, as Io Shirai is going to be going one-on-one with Toni Storm. Io Shirai was the runner-up in the Fatal 5-Way Elimination match for the ECW Women's Championship at Guilty as Charged. She nearly picked up the victory, but it was Liv Morgan who was able to pull out the 201 Facebreaker and walk away as the ECW Women's Champion. But you cannot say that it was all doom and gloom, as Liv Morgan celebrated her victory, holding that championship high above her head. Toni Storm proclaimed that she is here on ECW and she's here to stay, where she clocked Liv Morgan in the face and hit her with a Storm Zero for her troubles. And Toni Storm made her name known around the Australian wrestling scene as much as the UK wrestling scene. She was in the Mae Young Classic and didn't get too far before she was defeated by Shayna Baszler. But after that, Toni Storm proved herself to be a great wrestling competitor, a great wrestling superstar, and she was signed to ECW by Paul Heyman, and we were not informed of this until after Toni Storm attacked Liv Morgan. But nonetheless, we have one hell of a female roster, and this is just one of many, many great matches to come on ECW involving our women's division. And Toni Storm and Io Shirai, a blast from the past almost. I mean, they were in the first Mae Young Classic. They were in the first Mae Young Classic, and Toni Storm was not able to pick up the win, as Kairi Sane was the one who was able to pick up the victory there. But nonetheless, here we go. Io Shirai and Toni Storm going one-on-one. Io Shirai throws that hammer fist, and Toni Storm comes in with a big boot. Both of these women known for their hard-hitting, strong styles. Oh, man, Toni Storm just using her head to her advantage. Just headbutting Io Shirai directly in her noggin. Trying to knock Io Shirai concussed. And delivers a huge kick to the side of the head. Io Shirai known for her Asai moonsault. And Toni Storm known for the Storm Zero. And here we go, shoulders are down. But no. Io Shirai able to get the pick, able to get the shoulder up. And Liv Morgan, she's not here tonight at the moment. She's actually still recovering from that fatal 5-way. Look at this. Io Shirai lands on her feet, rolls her around, tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana. She just sent Toni Storm halfway across the ring. And now Io Shirai taking advantage of Toni Storm as she goes down. As Io Shirai now on the second rope, telling Toni Storm to get up to her feet. As look at this, front drop kick, pushing Toni Storm all the way back. And now Io Shirai lifting up Toni Storm. Look at this, Io Shirai throwing Toni Storm off. And look at that, just almost, oh, wait a minute. Misdirection there as Toni Storm throws her over the ropes. Io Shirai comes in with a huge right hand. And now Io going to the top rope. What does she have in mind here? Oh, Toni Storm stops her with a drop kick. And wait a minute now. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Toni Storm, she has something bad in mind. Io Shirai lands on her feet here. Io Shirai lands on her feet here. Once again, throws her across the ring with that huge tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana. Like I said, these women are just like lightning in a bottle, just gonna keep going at it and just using all of their force to their advantage and compacting it in such a small space. But look at this now, Io Shirai, she's on the offense. She's got Toni Storm directly where she wants her. And look at this now, Io Shirai pulls her up and clocks her in the head with a huge elbow. And Toni Storm comes in with an uppercut, dropping Io Shirai right on her head. As now Toni Storm looking Io. Oh, wait a minute now. Toni Storm with a huge stunner. Huge stunner delivered to Io Shirai now. And Toni Storm comes in with an uppercut. And Toni comes in with a clothesline. And now Toni Storm, look at this. Lift. Oh. Jesus. Using all of her. Oh. Using her body as a weapon. Using that head. Just wanting to concuss Io Shirai almost. And now Toni Storm. Oh. Clocks Io Shirai in the face with a slap and then a stunner. That's one hell of a combo, if I can say. And now Toni Storm now going to the second rope as Io Shirai's struggling to get up to her feet. Toni Storm, she could have Io Shirai right where she wants her. But Io Shirai sidesteps, moves out of the way of Toni Storm's attack. And now Io Shirai's got something in mind here. Oh! Huge drop kick to Toni Storm to the outside. Toni just took one hell of a beating. As now Toni Storm, Io Shirai patiently waiting for Toni Storm to get back into this match. Io Shirai just taunting the crowd here as Toni Storm gets back into this match. Oh! Try to throw a huge right, but Io comes in harder. And wait a minute now, looking at her right in the face. But Toni Storm grabs her by the head and throws her in. Oh, and a huge chop to Io Shirai. Lighting up the chest of Io Shirai. As Toni Storm comes in with a huge drop kick. Toni Storm, she's got something in mind here. Toni Storm could have Io Shirai right where she wants her. And Toni Storm comes in with a huge clothesline. As now Toni Storm, look at this, telling Io Shirai to get up to her feet. Io Shirai staggering. Io Shirai is struggling to stand. And Toni Storm comes in. I don't know what she tried to go for there, but whatever the hell it was effective. As now Io Shirai, she's down. Io Shirai is down. And oh, wait, nope, spoke too soon. Curse of the commentator. As now, look at this, Io Shirai telling her to take a shot. And Toni Storm follows suit with an uppercut. And wait a minute now, what is this? Toni Storm lifts up Io. Boom! Huge air raid neck breaker from Toni Storm. Hooks the leg, shoulders are down. Io Shirai could be put away here, but no. And now Toni Storm thought she had Io Shirai put away here. And I thought she did too, but that's not it. Oh! Good night, Toni, as Io just comes in with a huge elbow directly to the head. And now Io Shirai taking Toni Storm down. Has the crossface locked in. Has the crossface locked in on Toni Storm. And look at this, he's trying to get back into this match. But Toni Storm throws Io Shirai over her head. And now Toni Storm She's got something in mind here. What is this? Toni Storm lifts up Io. Butterfly lung blower. Beautiful move there from the Aussie ass kicker. And now Toni Storm tries to come in with a clothesline. Io counters. And now Io Shirai with the elbow. And wait a minute now. Look at this. Toni counters. Throws a clothesline. Whoa, what the hell? Io Shirai. Look at that. Beautiful. Just grace of gymnastics there. And now Toni Storm, comes in with a huge big boot. Huge big boot may have knocked Io Shirai senseless as Toni Storm comes in with another elbow. And now Toni, she's got something in mind here as Io Shirai firing away. And huge hammer fist knocking Toni Storm down to her back. And now Io Shirai, whoa. Io Shirai's taking advantage, but Toni Storm pushes Io back with her feet. What does she have in mind here? As Toni rings the arm and sends Toni Storm right down to her feet. And now, look at this. Io Shirai sends her into the corner. And wait a minute. Oh, what does she have in mind here? Io Shirai with a kick to the gut. And off of the ropes. Into a sunset flip. Toni Storm, she could be put away. She could be done here. But Toni Storm able to kick out. And Toni Storm just... Oh, wait a minute now. Io Shirai going where she knows best. And wait a minute now. Io Shirai, Acai moonsault. No. Toni Storm got the knees up. Toni Storm got the knees up. And, tries to come in for a clothesline. Io Shirai countered. And comes in with an elbow. And a huge uppercut. And a kick. And what does Io Shirai have in mind? Huge kick directly to the side of the head. God, even when Io Shirai thought she had Toni Storm put away, you can never count her out. As look at this now. Io Shirai wrenching in the Koji clutch here on Toni Storm. Toni Storm, she's struggling. She's trying to stay in. She may have to submit here. Toni Storm, look at the struggle on her face. She's not going to be able to get out of this. Wait a minute. Oh, Toni. Throwing the leg over her head and just clocks Io Shirai in the head with a huge elbow. And wait a minute now. Toni Storm, what does she have in mind here? And wait a minute. Toni Storm just sending her up for something big as she drops her down with a backstabber. And Toni Storm now lifting up Io Shirai, and just attacking the front and the back of Io Shirai now. But wait a minute, Toni Storm, look at this, throwing Io Shirai into the corner, and Toni Storm's gonna follow suit, but Io Shirai moved out of the way, and Toni just went face first into that turnbuckle. And now Io Shirai, she may have Toni Storm right where she wants her. Oh, wait a minute, Io just got her leg caught by Toni, and now Toni Storm, look at this, has Io Shirai, Storm Zero! Storm Zero from Toni Storm, and Io Shirai has been put away. What a match by these two ladies as Toni Storm puts away Io Shirai and cements herself here on ECW, winning her ECW debut